Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. What's going on, guys? Now, big news, women's boxing. It's one small step for women's boxing and one giant leap for boxing at large, as it's being reported by BoxingScene.com that Claressa Shields will be making a pro debut on the Andre Ward versus Sergey Kovalev pay-per-view undercard. Now, with that being said, guys, I made a video about this not too long ago. I said that it would be great for not just women's boxing, but boxing at large if Claressa Shields can get on this undercard. And, lo and behold, here we are. She's going to be fighting on this undercard. I think it's great. Obviously, when you look at women's boxing in the past and you compare that to other sports, it just has never, ever really had someone who could be a crossover type of star, someone who could appeal to the masses at large, someone who could be an ambassador and flag bearer for the sport for years to come. And, we had that in other sports. In basketball, we had it with LeBron James, Steph Curry. In men's boxing, we've had it with Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather. In the NHL, we've had it with Sidney Crosby and Alexander Ovechkin. And now we're going to get it in women's boxing. And to find on a card like this, it's going to be great for Claressa Shields, because you can't just have talent, right? You can't just have talent. You have to have a story behind that talent, and I'm going to get into that later. But I'll stop rambling and let you guys hear some of the news. So Claressa Shields will be fighting on the free viewing of the telecast of Ward Kovalev. So you actually want to pay to watch her fight. You catch her at 7 p.m. Eastern Time or 4 p.m. Pacific if you're on the West Coast. And it should be available on HBO. Just go to HBO and around 7 o'clock, it should be free. According to this article, it says it will be available on cable, satellite, and telecommunication channels. So that's what it should be. But here's what Claressa had to say about the whole situation of fighting on the Ward Kovalev undercard. She said, I quote, "After working hard for so many years and having the honor to represent my country at 2 Olympic Games, I am thrilled to take the next big step in my career, fighting professionally and leading the rise of women's boxing worldwide. There is no better place to begin the journey than to join the biggest fight of the year in Kovalev versus Ward, and to fight alongside my idol and fellow U.S. Olympic gold medalist Andre Ward. I can't wait to entertain the fans on November 19th. End quote. Now, Claressa Shields, she's, like I was saying before I read the quotes, she's someone who isn't just a great talent, because obviously she's a great talent. She has the exposure from the Olympics, being the first women's boxer to win a gold medal, and the first women's boxer to win 2 gold medals, and she's only 21 years old. And she also has a story, because you can't just be a great fighter. Sadly, that's the reality of things, and this applies to men too. You can't just be a great fighter and be a crossover star in the sport of boxing. You got to be a great talent in the ring, and you got to have some sort of story or some sort of personality out of it. And she's got both of those. She got a good personality, and she got a hell of a story with she won the gold medal. Obviously, she's coming from Flint, Michigan, which is going through a rough time with the whole water crisis. And to my knowledge, I also believe she also was, as a child, she might have been raped. I'm pretty sure she said that in the documentary, but don't quote me on that. But I'm pretty sure she did say it. She did go through some problems like that in her upbringing, and that she had to turn to boxing, and that's where she found her joy in life. But this is great for women's boxing, because it's not like Claressa Shields is the first talented women's fighter in boxing right now. There's talented women's fighters in boxing right now who just aren't getting those opportunities, and Claressa Shields fighting on this card is going to open up those doors for those women's fighters that are talented. And I've had a couple of them on this channel this year. I've had interviewed Heather Hardy, talented fighter out of New York. Interviewed Sinisa Estrada recently from California. They're both talented, but they're not going to get the same opportunities that Claressa Shields is going to get, because she has Olympic exposure with the 2 gold medals. It's just that alone on her resume is going to get her more opportunities, and that's just the nature of it. And it's not like Heather Hardy or Sinisa Estrada aren't marketable or not entertaining. Sinisa Estrada, I just saw her fight at the Forum. She was very entertaining to watch. I loved watching her fight. And it's not like she's not marketable. I mean, she has a great personality. She's fine as hell. I take Sinisa Estrada out for some coffee at Starbucks or wherever she likes to get her coffee from. But she's not gonna get those opportunities regardless of how talented she is, because she doesn't have that exposure that Claressa Shields has. And this is a win for women's boxing. So I'm glad that this is happening, because if women's boxing wins and gets more exposure, boxing gets more exposure, and boxing wins at large. And that's really what I'm about. It's not about being fragmented and hating on this promotional company or that fighter or this fighter. It's about boxing winning at large. And we're going to get a good fight with Ward versus Kovalev on November 19th. And this is also a good step for boxing as a whole, November 19th. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Take the time to subscribe, and you can love me, or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from doing it. So until next time, take care, guys.